Hey guys, welcome back to Fitness Friday. We have really good workout for you today. Hope you guys liked last week's. Today's theme is wide and narrow. Okay, what that means is wide feet or narrow feet, which is gonna be really fun. A lot of fun. Okay, first one we're gonna do a front squat. With that, you kind of want to have some weight. So either like that milk jug we tried about like last week, or laundry detergent, child, something, a book. I don't know. Anything you got around your house that'll work. Cans of meat, maybe some frozen peas, something really cool. Be creative. Maybe like tell us what you put there. I don't know, something really cool. After that, we're gonna do push-ups. Okay, with that we're gonna do wide and narrow hands. Okay, we're still sticking with our theme. After that one, we're gonna do some bowling lunges, and with that you're gonna use that can of peas or the can of corn or whatever. But that's not gonna be wide or narrow. So we're gonna do something different with that one. But after that, we're gonna get back to our wide and narrow theme, and we're gonna do a squat with an overhead hold. Okay, that's really going to help us work with our thoracic extension, blah, blah, blah. You're probably going to feel a little bit high up in your back, but with that, we want to make sure, and Brittany will show us bad and good form. So we'll address that when we're doing that. So hope you guys like it, and we're going to get to it. So let's go. Hey guys, we are here to do the exercises that we just talked about. Obviously, we're ready to go. So if you remember, our theme is wide and narrow. So Brittany is going to do a front squat. Okay, front squat because the weight's out in front of us, okay? First one, wide feet. So we're going to go nice and wide. We're going to feel this on the inside of our legs, okay? If you notice, this is her milk jug, kid, cans, whatever you really want to do that's portable, good. Brittany, what are you feeling that?
Huh? And my glutes.
The glutes!
And my adductors, my inner
Glutes,
thighs.
adductors, groins, where you want to feel it. Okay, now we want 10 of those, and then we want 10 narrow. So she's going to go to narrow feet. Great. Now this one, if you don't have enough range of motion, if you can't go down all the way 90 degrees, that's perfectly fine. I don't want to sacrifice form for effort, I guess. Is that right? Yeah, effort. Okay. If you can't go that low, that's perfectly fine. Go to success, and that's all I ask of you. So once again, that's 10 and 10, wide and narrow. Okay. We're gonna go to the next one.
One thing you'll want to look for when you're doing form and going over these things is to make sure in your squat that your weight always stays in the heels. So when I'm going down here, my weight is pushed back, and if I were to ask you to be able to tap your toes, you should be able to do so. If I'm transferring my weight forward here, all my weight is going to be throwing me forward, and I'm going to feel very unstable. So if that's happening to you, go ahead and push your butt back and make sure you can tap those toes. Another thing to watch for is as you're coming down in the squat, that your back isn't arched forward. You see when I come down here, I've got a big round back right here, and when I pull up, it's going to put a lot of pressure down in my spine back here, my lower back. So if I'm feeling that in my lower back, what I want you guys to do is stick your chest out, roll the shoulders back, and again, push that weight back in the heels. If you want some other tips for that, make sure to go check out our squat mechanics video.
Okay, we got push-ups next. Same exact thing. We'll start wide. So we're going to do some wide hands here. Good, Brittany. She's going to go down, go up. Okay, pretty simple. Nice and wide. She'll probably feel more in your chest than your triceps, which is the back of your arm. Then she's going to go 10 narrow. Narrow hands. She's going to tuck her arms in towards her sides, okay?
So there's two things I want you guys to think about when you're doing these push-ups. One is going to be the position of your hands, and the other one is going to be the position of your body. So with your hands, you want to make sure that they're directly underneath your shoulders. If they're too far extended out here, you're going to feel a lot of pain in the top part of your shoulder. We want to try to avoid that. So make sure your hands are directly underneath the shoulders as you're doing the move. Second is going to be the position of the body. You want to make sure you're in a plank position, which means on a straight line, you want your shoulders, hips, and ankles to be in line here. So if you'll notice, my hips aren't down low here, and they're not too high, okay? So nice and straight here, my glutes are squeezed, and also my core as well. And that's going to stay the same when I go down into that move. If you find that at the bottom of the move, you don't have the upper body strength to get up in that plank position, and you're starting to kind of bow like this, what I want you to do is go ahead and drop to the knees, and then perform that move there. Okay? If you need a further modification from that, go ahead and grab a chair or lean up against a wall, something in your house, take some of that body weight off and do the same push-up there. So think about here, right now it's just going to make it a little bit easier for me. I can come down and then come back up, still getting that full range of motion.
Next one, bowling lunge, okay? Bowling lunge, this one too, we're going to do 10 and 10. We're going to start with that left foot. Her right foot is coming out to the side. You see that like a bowler, like you're going to finish bowling. She's kicking this hip out. We'll do it one more time. Out to me here. Stay nice and straight through here. Okay? I don't want any bowing. I don't want any of this. Okay? That weight should be counteracting so that hip can go out to the side more, if that makes sense. We're going to feel this more in our hip and our glute, which British should be doing.
Yes.
After 10 on the left side, we're going to turn on the right side.
The thing to watch out for here is that you guys want to start with a nice, strong, tall posture. So as you're coming down into your lunge, again, that my shoulders are back, and I'm staying nice and strong in my core here, so I'm not sacrificing form and pushing my back out. Again, if I do this and I'm pulling up, I'm using all the muscles in my lower back to pull up, instead of that coming from that hip, which is where we're running that exercise, where we want you to feel it.
Last one. Brittany is going to do an overhead hold squat, basically. What this is going to do, it's actually pretty difficult, okay? She's just going to go straight down, she's going to go straight back up.
Oh, sorry.
Down, and back up again, down, and back. This is going to be very hard for some of you that don't have a lot of motion through their back, okay? I do not want you guys feeling like you have to go down all the way. If you can only go down part of the way, so she's going to go hack squat back up, that's all I want, okay? That's it. This is going to be 10 as well. And, of course, it's wide and narrow. So I want 10 wide and 10 narrow, okay?
Now we're on our last move. So with this one, with the overhead squat, as you're coming down, again, you want to keep those same basic squat mechanics we talked about before. So the weight is back in the heels here, and again, my chest is back, shoulders are back as I come down. So as I drop down here, like Matthew talked about, if I start to sacrifice form and my chest is rounding forward, you want to stop that motion and just come up a little bit more, so you're not dropping all the way down here and pulling with that lower back, okay? So always remember, in every squat, you want that weight back in the heels here, chest is lifted, and want your eyes pointing straight forward as you drop down. Go as low as you can, and then come right back on up.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys have a really, really good week. Hope you like the wide, narrow theme, which is always great. You're going to hit different spots of your body that you never thought you'd hit before. So, any questions, anything like that, post on there, share it, like it, all the above.
Have fun.